Noisy Pixel.
I have fallen into the habit of jumping into games with preconceived notions, and I know this isn't a good thing. However, I ended up assuming what Baroque Decay's new horror mystery adventure was, but after playing, I found it to be so much more. This is Noisy Pixel's review for Yuppie Psycho. Yuppie Psycho begins with Brian Pasternak heading to his first day of work at the prestigious Sintra Corp. However, he didn't actually apply and isn't very special, so he assumed that this was all just a joke. Well, it wasn't a joke, but it's also not what he expected. Upon his arrival, he finds out that his new job would be a hunter, and he is in charge of killing a witch that has plagued the company for years. As a hunter, Brian must keep his identity a secret and go about his day investigating environments and interacting with coworkers in order to get to the truth. To be honest, the story is everything in Yuppie Psycho, and I didn't expect that. The writing for each of the characters is great. Brian reacts naturally to the strange and disturbing events that he encounters and doesn't brush things off as if it didn't happen. Nothing is as it seems in Yuppie Psycho, but knowing that doesn't matter because the game had me hooked within the first 20 minutes and I couldn't seem to put it down. Gameplay revolves around players finding items and clues on how to progress. By traveling to different floors of Sintra Corp, Brian is able to freely roam around and investigate. However, that's easier said than done because this isn't a normal office building. The symbolism and metaphors of a typical office environment shown in the game make it easy for anyone who's been in the environment to relate to something, such as one of the bosses riding around on a literal horse throughout the office. Direction in the game can be a little tough sometimes, and I found myself stuck on several occasions, but getting lost means exploring deeper, and exploring always led me to secrets and useful items. Yuppie Psycho is not an easy game by any means. To be honest, it's actually quite difficult at times, especially because of the game's survival horror elements like limited saves and easy death if you're not careful. I ended up enjoying the challenges that these systems brought forth as they made me think twice about running into a room without thinking. Visually, Yuppie Psycho has mastered the pixel graphic design for characters, enemies, environments. Everything just fits this world that the developers have created. When the game wants you to feel uneasy, it expertly does so by leading you through the dark hallways with resumes plastered on the wall. However, there's a perfect balance that Yuppie Psycho finds by understanding pacing and when to spring these hectic moments onto the player. What definitely helps me with the immersion of the game is the audio and the sound design. Since there is no voice acting in the game, the developers have instead focused on ambient sounds and atmospheres to play with the player's anxiety. This all works well and helps set the mood for each scene. Furthermore, the soundtrack is absolutely amazing and complements the game's brilliant design. Yuppie Psycho deserves to be played all the way through and even through some of the alternate endings. The symbolism and metaphors about office life shine in a disturbing way that could make someone question going into work the next day. While gameplay elements, boss battles, and exploration is a huge part of the game, I think it was Brian's determination that had me wanting to see this adventure through until the end. I applaud the writers of this game as there are just some moments that really connected with me, whether in a humorous or somber way. Noisy Pixel is giving Yuppie Psycho a 9 out of 10.